Welcome, followers of my channel, Things My Dad Didn't Teach Me. As many of you already know, I didn't grow up with my father in my life, so I had to seek out positive figures to emulate. I had to find people that wanted to pour into me, and luckily, I found a village. Now, as a husband and a father, I want to pour into others, moms, dads, and kids alike. So when there is knowledge to be transferred, a how-to video to be shared, an inspirational story to be told, or any positive thing to improve your lifestyle, it is my mission to pour into you.
To do what I do, to hear my phone ring and someone call me up to want my input, my knowledge, to help them in their training and their flying, if they're having a problem. About 15, 20 years ago, I met a young man that was flying out of Goodyear. And he came upstairs and he says, I need to talk to an instructor. I've had a problem. He was flying his friend around on a Sunday, and he had a horrible landing. Scared himself to death. He says, I need some help. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. So I said, well, calm down and tell me what you did. He said, my name is Jeff Adcock, and I was just flying my friend around. And my goodness, I don't know what happened, but I almost lost the plane. I said, okay. Just tell me what you did. He told me what he did. I said, I know exactly what you did. We're going to fix it. He said, what did I do wrong? I said, you was used to flying a Cessna 150. Now you're flying a Hawk XP 195 horsepower, and you was flying our plane with 100 horsepower. So that's why you lost it at. It was too slow. You was flying the plane at a speed for a different airplane. Let's go out and get the right speeds. And to make a long story short, he's now flying prisoners for the sheriff department. He's a captain.
That's good.
So that's what my life entails now, is to look back on this. It's a piece of me. I've taught pilots from all over the world, the airline pilots. I like to see the progression that people get from learning some skill that they feel is very unique and difficult. They feel it's a very difficult thing. And I'm not going to placate it that it is not difficult. It is. It takes a lot to fly an airplane. It doesn't come easy. You have to be very proficient in math. You have to be very proficient in meteorology, very proficient in sciences. But if I have a commercial rating, I can charge you.
Okay. So a rating would be the equivalent of a qualification?
Or is this a qualification?
A certification?
A certification.
And it allows you to function in a different way in the world of aviation?
Yeah, it gives you, it's your building block.
Okay.
So your private is everybody you know, your friends, they have that. Commercial is what your crop dusters have. They're professional pilots. Your charter pilot, a guy flying, will take you from Phoenix to Tucson, Phoenix to El Paso, Phoenix to LA, Long Beach.
And those are things such as private jets.
Private jets, private props.
Okay.
Whatever that person is rated in.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And it works on engines and weights and all that kind of stuff. So, but to fly for the airlines, you have to have an ATP, Airline Transport Pilot.
Okay.
That's the pinnacle.
All right.
Top of the line. That's what everybody's wanting.
Now, is there a differentiation between being able to fly domestic versus international on the ratings, or once you have that?
Once you have a rating, you can fly
anywhere in the world.
But you have to be checked out and signed off for the particular airplane that you're flying, along with the rating that you have. Commercial, my instrument, my instructors, all of those ratings, and multi-engine rating.
How much would it cost me in time and dollars to pursue my first rating?
Depends on the person. The average person, it takes them about 66 hours to get it. You need 40 hours to qualify, depending on what school you go to. You go to a Part 61 school, it takes 40 hours. It is not as entailed as a Part 141 school. Part 141 school is a curriculum. The Part 61 is you go out to your neighborhood airport and you just pay it, find your flight instructor, and you pay him as you take a lesson. Part 141 is structure, syllabus, A to B. You can do it in 35 hours. But to answer your question, it'll cost you between $6,000 and $10,000 and 9 months of your time. Well, what you have to do is, number one, you have to think mentally and feel comfortable doing it. And it's hard. It's easy to say because you do it every day, but to get someone to feel comfortable in a cockpit, sitting in a cockpit, like nothing holding them up. But you have to get the body used to. It's like flying is the same as putting yourself in water. It's the pressures that goes along with the body. We have to have a medical to make sure our blood pressure is correct, our eyesight is good, that we have no problems, physical problems. So, but as your body goes up in altitude, you need more oxygen because the air is getting thinner and you're getting less oxygen into your system. You have to understand how that physically going to work on you, what your symptoms are for lack of oxygen. Every human being is different.
Which do you think you have the most of? Talent, intelligence, education, or persistence? And how has it helped you in your life?
I think persistence. If I'm going to get to this goal, even though I might have not been as equipped as my person next to me or my predecessor, if I work a little harder, I stay with it, put forth a little bit more effort than the other guy, I'm going to get to the top of the ladder. And I think persistence is my greatest attribute.
What kind of experience did you actually have in the Air Force?
Oh, I had the greatest experience because we was flying the top of the line fighter at that time, the F-4 Phantom, and I was a crew chief working on a Phantom. So I worked on all phases of it. I prepared it for flight. I took off parts, put on parts, changed stuff, learned how to change engines and pull them out, and battle damage and all those kind of things. But in the interim, I wanted to learn how to fly them because I at an early age, way back in my youth, I got introduced to aviation through working on a plantation. As for the person I worked for was a British, he from England. He had a crop duster on the plantation, and we would go down and look at the plane and climb all around and look at it. Kind of ask him what this does, what that instrument is, what that is, point at, and he would tell me things, but it didn't register. It didn't stick, but he was telling me, he was trying to explain it to us. So my father said, "You guys want to do some work, earn a little extra money?" Yes, sir. So we got to lift up and load the plane, the chemicals in the plane, and then I got to an age where I could. He said, "We have my bigger cousin was the flag boy, but he learned to drive a tractor, and so he wanted to move up. He didn't want to stand on the ground." I said, "I'll do that. I can stand on the row and run to the next row. I can count." He said, "You can count the rows?" I said, "Yes, sir. I can count them." And so he said, "Well, I want you, this is what your job will be. I'm going to fly over your head, and you're going to move 5 rows or whatever the size of the spray that he was going to do that day." And he looked so cool. It was so exciting to see this plane swooping down and coming over my head. To this day now, I think it was a little dumb.
Yeah.
Chemicals, he turns it off as he get over to you, but you still get.
But we didn't know then what we know now about the exposure to the chemicals either.
Yeah.
But at least it goes back to what you said earlier about the need to have a vision. If there's something you want to achieve, you post it somewhere so that it's a daily reminder of what you're pursuing. You literally had the plane flying over your head
as
a child on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You saw flying as cool. You saw the quality of life that it could provide. You saw
he had
that he.
And like I got blessed, I got in the Air Force, got a maintenance job, and there was an aero club on the base, Ramstein Air Base, and they offered $50 to join and $3.50 an hour to fly. That's a lot of money for a young two-stripe airman in the United States Air Force. So the next day, I went signed up for my at the Ramstein Air Base Aero Club. Like I said, it was a $50 joining fee and $3.50 an hour for the airplane. A Cessna 150. That was wet weight. You look at the price of a hourly rate of an airplane today. That was in 1976, 77. And so I started my first 2 lessons, 2 flights in one day, and I was so sick. I said, maybe this flying isn't for me. But I never quit anything in my life. So I said, well, I'll just go back tomorrow and try, since I haven't paid my money. And I'll try and see if I get sick again. And I didn't get sick. So to make a long story short, 10,000 hours plus hours later, and an ATP, I'm still flying. Aviation is not beyond you. You can do it. They got the most sophisticated planes in the world, flown by everything. But the thing I think I would want to be asked is, how much do you enjoy it? And I love flying an airplane. I love the art of planning something, getting into it, and floating on the clouds, and ending up from started at point A and going to point B, and watching the reaction of people when they land, and it's not feeling sorry for myself. I'm not saying woe with me. I can't make it because I'm black. Or I can't make it because I had to tell myself that no matter what put in front of me, I can accomplish it. I can make it happen. I can do it. And it was been so easy to give up and blame it on other people. Oh, they won't let me do this because I'm black. I'll never be able to do that because I'm short. And I'm short and black. So I could use that as an excuse. And the most difficult thing in my life is not making excuses for failure, but finding a reason for success.
So, if you could write a message for today's youth and put it in a time capsule for them to open 20 years from now, what would you write to them?
The world is yours. You are the captain of your ship. You're the captain of the plane. You make it happen. If you don't make it happen, it won't happen. You can't sit back on the bank and wait for the water to get just right. You know how long you be sitting there? Forever. So you got to jump in, find something you love, passion, a drive, a dedication, and find out what that thing is and go for it.
I hope you're enjoying the Captain Lee M. Owens story, Living Legend. Please join us for the finale, Part 4, titled How to Get Your Kids into Flying. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, TMDDTM, like the video, and share with your friends and family. God bless.